Awesome.
Yeah, good.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for this short delay. My name is Almedin, and today with me is Abdul. We are
Hello.
going to, on behalf of young professionals, we are going to be the part of the organizing team for this workshop. Unfortunately, we are still waiting for our colleagues from SAC team, but until they are here, I believe that we can already start the short introduction that will be done by Abdul. It is not something that we are used to as introduction. So Abdul, the mic is yours. Please take it over.
All right. Thank you, Almadine, and welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're joining us from the region. And I believe there are people from region 1 to 6 and also from region 10. Welcome. Today is day 11 of the Virtual Student and Young Professional Congress, and we're happy to be with you all, and we're going to have fun. We're still waiting for our colleagues from SAC, just like Almadine said, and we're going to have some kind of interaction and get ready to go on some special drive, which Almadine is going to introduce, and we'll have fun before we start. So basically, what we're doing is just how you grow from being a student into young professional, and we're going to take you through the step-by-step approach. So stay tuned, relax, got some coffee. If you have burger close to you, you can take a bite, and we'll go into it. Almadine.
Okay, should we start with Menti first, Abdul?
That'll be fine. So
Okay, yeah, so everyone, I would now ask you to take your phones. This is first and last time that someone asks you during the workshop to take your phone and to go to menti.com. So I will just copy paste the address in the chat. So it's menti.com. Okay. I will also do it. And then I'm going to provide you with the code. The code number is, so code number is 3474628. I already posted here as Abdul did also. Good. There's a set of questions that we are going to go together. Hi, Simai. And then just we are going to go to the set of the questions with the Menti. And after that, Abdul will present the final results or your comments. Okay. So let's go. First question is, tell us how you are doing and what do you like about this virtual SIP for now? Please just type anything and then submit.
type anything that you feel like, anything you feel like sharing with us. Just do that, and we're happy. So we're waiting for the first response. Let me see if I can do that quickly. Oh, fantastic!
Ah,
Networking.
nice.
Keep it coming, guys. We're waiting for your response, and we're still going to have some short quiz as we go along. So waiting for everyone to join. Do that. If you're just joining, go to menti.com and enter the short code 347462 and 8. Okay, it is slim. Okay. So keep the response coming. We're still waiting for you guys. About 8 people already there. So
Okay, 5 more and we will move to another question. Come on, guys, 5 more. Ah, okay. We already have a new question.
That's a challenging question.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Myself, I like the talk from Gotham. Yeah, yesterday. Very fantastic talk. Gerard Duff. Wow. So I can see a lot of people select NASA.
No, there's no person live stream. Just true. Jared was the person who wanted to speak the least, but now, Jared, you became the best, one of the best speakers of the SYP.
Okay, it's comparable to NASA talk.
Exactly. See, also Gerard.
And we have to compare or also have here Gerard and Gerard Duff, so that's double. Okay, guys, I believe it's time now for the second question, or third question.
This is actually the warm up questions, and we'll go into the short quiz.
Yeah, good. And
All
guys,
right.
for those who don't know, the quiz or the winner of the quiz will have a prize. Will get a prize.
So we should go to the quiz now.
I would believe yes.
All right. Please use your real name so that we can recognize you. Something we can use to get you that you are the person that actually come top. This part is going to be on timer and fastest fingers first. So we're waiting for people to join, about 11, 12 people. Come on, guys. Let's have you 20 people. To join. So, so just select the ones that you think is YP programs from here. Wow, so people put paper contest. Wow. So I think, Sime, you can clarify that. Paper contest is either SAC, right?
From SAC.
Okay.
And also Metsi is from SAC.
Of course. So it's good we're doing this. So we go to the next question. And Almadin, are you also participating?
That's a good observation.
This is the final question, then we have a winner, and we can start the workshop.
Mhm.
Okay, so I finished two groups chairs, and SB chairs and section chairs should be able to provide this answer. So whichever you select, it's actually correct. So let's see. And the winner is congratulations, Vivian. You're the fastest. And
Hey!
All right, guys. That was fun. And Vivian, just Almadin, you tell her.
Just provide us your details on mi dot slash YP to our official. Do you guys see this? I'm not sure. Mi slash YP at IEEE.org. That's our official email address.
Well done, everyone, for participating. It's very nice. So it's time for us to provide clarification on those things we asked. Almadin, let's go.
Okay. Before we start with our with our workshop, I will just give the short presentation for those who don't know anything about YP or are not 100% sure what are we doing. Let me.
To be fair, Almadin, she may just join after we did the introduction. Maybe she has to do a short introduction. She's wearing the sack cap today, so.
Yeah, as I said at the beginning, guys from SEC were a bit late. So at the moment, we have only Sima from SEC. Maybe she can introduce herself, or I believe that guys already knows a lot about her because she was really active during this virtual SIP. Yeah, Sima, the mic is yours.
Thank you for your kind words, firstly. So this is Simaya Kar. I'm from Turkey section, and I'm in my role in Region 8 SAC. I'm corresponding member because I am vice chair of MGA Student Activities Committee and also the chair of the Virtual Speakers Bureau. So that's my role in SAC and Region 8. So I'm in. It's a pretty short introduction is probably enough. And representing SAC at this session. Probably might have more team members coming up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now I just need confirmation from someone that I'm sharing my screen, or at least correct one, because when I share my screen, I don't see anything.
We can see you.
Good. So I will just start with a short introduction. So probably most of you already know this, and you're asking, okay, how can I become young professional? Or how can I become the part of my young professional affinity group in my section? And the answer is simple. As soon as you have your first degree, for the next 15 years, you are at least next 15 years, you are automatically young professionals, or you are counted as young professionals. And who we are and what we are doing, as you know, we are trying to be young and professional, and whatever those two words are representing in the world, that's who we are. But what we are really doing, we changed all of this. We try to make young people be experts, give them confidence, advise their career, but at the same time, bring the passion, energy, engagement into something that is called professional life or professional. Um, so we have in total 53 affinity groups around the region 8, and only some sections in our region do not have affinity groups. If we have anyone for those affinity groups today with us, I would kindly ask you to contact us if you are willing to start affinity group in your section. And as you know, when it also comes to the money or membership and money, we are one of the leading regions in IEEE, and only in 2019 we collected more than 30,000 US dollars. And most of those goes to our programs that I'm going to talk about later. And what is really impressive that we had 207 reports in vTools just in 2019, and compared to all young professional affinity groups activities, we are around 1/3 or a bit under the 1/3 of the whole young professionals in IEEE. So this is our wonderful team. Its lead, or our chair, is Vinko Lešić. You probably already met him and see him in the past few days leading some sessions or giving the workshops. Our past chair is Sara, and we have really diverse group around Region 8. And probably, as you know, because we contact you directly, if you're a young professional affinity group chair, we are somehow divided on who is tracking your progress and activities during the year. And if you are not sure who is responsible for your affinity group from our part, here's the full list. You can just check it and contact us directly. And in the end, as we already mentioned some of these things, we have 3 programs that are not only on our region level, but are on global level. And those are the STEP, Meetup, and local activity funding. And one of those we are going to focus more today as a part of our workshop today. And that is STEP. That was a really tricky question. That Abdul posted to us. What is the STEP? So the STEP is just the funding program that we have for some time, and it's helping us to bridge the part of being student and young professionals. And I mean, in general, the program was designed to bring the students, usually graduating student members and young professionals. And but also doesn't mean that undergraduate student members cannot attend these sessions. And I mean, the idea was always to introduce somehow to students what are the young professionals are doing, and also that was always a good chance for all the students who would like to get more involved in young professional and volunteering. That was always a good, let's say, opportunity for them to get included. And for that, you could already get the money. But what was about the funding for this year? Unfortunately, during the COVID, no event funding was granted for in-person events. And for now, only local activity funding, that is something totally else, is now available to support the online events and initiatives. And even for that, there are specific ways of getting the money right now. But that will not stop us for today. What we want to do today is to every one of us included in this workshop to design one STEP event that you can organize online. And for those who really feel that they are feeling good about their idea, we would like to invite them on the screen with us to present those ideas in 2 minutes. That will be all from me for now. I will just give you back what the STEP program and what is to be focused on when you are applying for STEP, and what it's really all about. That's why I will just keep this slide here for everyone to see. And I would say that for now we have 10 minutes for think about how we, or what should we do for this.
Okay, Halmadin, since the transition between students and to young professional, perhaps Simi have something to add from SAC.
Absolutely, sure. Well, for student side, it's actually a transition. It's an obvious transition, but for young professionals, it's like a long, like for 15 years journey from your graduation. So actually, if you start their IEEE journey as student, so you know the value of being a member, being a volunteer, and you know how to adapt it to your life. So it's first also your affinity group. So it's like a 15 years period of your life after graduation. So you actually change a lot of heads and you have a lot of steps in your life. So it's the thing. So like you can imagine also the same transition for your affinity group for this one. And for the student activities coming like student, you can be still young professional and student. So it's actually not a sharp change in your life after the graduation. So because we have also graduate students who are still studying in the different level, and also for the PhD, for the master degree, and so on. So like you can still be a graduate student after a couple of years than your graduation. So it's pretty much connected. So that's why this transition is really important. And for also like if you're already volunteer for student activities for your student branch or any level in your section and so on, so you know how to be active. But then you're also ready for your for a new challenge in your life after the graduation, because again, as I said, it's so many things happening in the 15 years. So then you will face with challenges, but being a volunteer will also help you to deal with all those challenges. And if your volunteer belong to a young professionals affinity group, so you will have more tools and more networking opportunities. Even it's so IEEE young professionals provide those opportunities. So think about all of them, you know, just applying all your skills from your student branch experiences to this transition, because we sometimes think it's separate. So you just like change all your life when you are young professionals. No, actually we are volunteers. So like even when you are in the C-level management of your company, or mid-level management of your company, or trying to get promoted for new positions, you have so many challenges ahead. But every time you face with another challenge, I don't want to say barrier, because they're just challenge for us, and as IEEE volunteers we enjoy for them, you actually remember all your experience from your student years. So same for being an IT young professional volunteer as well, because you know, like if you volunteer already for a student branch, so if you're trying to run any position for a company, or maybe be an entrepreneur by yourself, and so with a team, so we are actually experiencing all of them in a small, I don't want to say small group, but it's like a demo for a life. So think about that. So it's actually that transition. And probably all of us here, all this Almadine and Abdul, we are all you know, like very active volunteers, like changing different hats in every year and experiencing it and trying to bring that experience from student years to our life and also our volunteer responsibilities. So that is the same transition. So you change your roles, like, and there's no just direct line in IEEE. So you're always connected with different organizational units. So I hope all this helps from the student perspective. Within this 10 minutes, when you're thinking about designing a student transition and evaluation funding project.
Thank you, Simi. If you're just joining us, I think if you want to ask question, you can use the Ask a Question tab at your bottom right of your screen. And also, if you're ready for the presentation, what you can do is just to send us a chat that you've already thought out the event and you want to present, and we'll be able to invite you to the screen to present to Region 8.
I would just like to thank you, Simai. This was really perfect explanation, but you missed one thing that was really important for me during the period when I was student and also young professional. Can you guess what?
So the time management?
No. I was focusing more about all the social events that I could attend for student branch, but also for young professional affinity group. So for me, that was really important. Perfect example of how you can meet your colleagues who already have this professional career, and even when you're a student, you can easily find I don't know, some volunteering projects in their companies or something like that, or you can already have connection when applying for a first job. That's exactly how I got my first job back in Bosnia. I knew the guy who was also a young professional, and I know him when we were together in a student branch. He was a few years older than me, and he told me, "Hey, we have open position. Would you like?" And I said, "Yeah, of course." And that's for me was a really nice example. How can this period of being student and young professional can also be used for this social interaction, networking, and of course all the beautiful and awesome social net events.
Absolutely, that's a good point. But actually, want to add something to you and to my comments, because when you ask me what I miss, time management. Why? Because like somehow we were just like also occupied with many other things, with our private life and trying to set up the things and trying to get promoted and try to learn new things, upskill and reskill ourselves in the industry like after the graduation. But it's always like we probably all receive this question, how we manage ourselves, our time. Like because we are super busy, we look super busy occupied, but actually it's something that we learn all those experience when we are a student and when we are active volunteers as students. Somehow we were always dealing with so many hats. So, and it helps us to be very efficient in whatever we are doing in our work, in our life, and when we are doing a hobby and enjoying, like somehow we're just, it's not a super skill. We have that's just like secret gardens behind, but we probably we learn how to manage our time from the students, and later on whatever comes, like we sometimes think it's okay, that's easy, that's my job, I can figure it out. And so it helps us. And the networking also, probably I decided which industry I would specialize when I was student. When I was very sure that I was going to renewable energy direction, and probably networking from those years helped us all to find the right place that we were very sure that where we want to work for. So that's another transition. So networking is another key element behind if you're designing a student transition program or events or the project. It is you can just think about your own story, like what kind of challenges you face with and where you need IEEE supports and skills you gain from IEEE volunteer years. So this is something that just turn back and try to see what you experience, how you deal with that, or if you're facing any challenge right now, how IEEE could help you if you're already in that transition.
If I'm to add to that, Simi, I think with the STEP program, the most important thing that most of the students will be thinking about is how to write effective resume. How can I get exceptional among pool of other applicants, etc., and how to go about interview process. So I think the STEP program should also, look into how to help them correct all these mistakes that they make in terms of applications and looking for a job, and also how to do very well interviews. It will help, and if mentors can come around and mentor them, I think it will help.
That's for sure, Abdul. I believe that 10 minutes now passed, or I'm not. I lost the sense of time totally. But
Actually, we still have 3 more minutes for them
okay,
Yeah.
before we wrap up.
if someone is already prepared, I would like to join us here and present. Please write us here in the chat. Just put me with smileys.
First of all, I just want to say I need to leave 5 minutes before, in 5 minutes for another appointment. And before, when we just started, that maybe I might need to leave. So that's why I have to notify you.
That's not a problem. Thank you very much for joining us today.
That's a pleasure.
Okay. Anyone? Is there anyone who would like to join us?
Let's see. No one has signified interest yet, and I can't see any. So let's wait. 2 more minutes to go, and we hope we'll have someone here.
I'm slowly using hope that someone will join us.
There's no problem. If no one is ready to join us, we can just invite anyone you like in the audience to come.
Just say something. Yeah, that's an interactive workshop. We want to hear from you.
Especially if we have any affinity group chairs, young professional affinity group chairs, and whoever applied already for STEP can tell us then, instead of something online, what they did before.
That makes sense. So what they did before, and if they've attended any STEP program before?
Yes. Can you, Abdul, recall any STEP event that you attend?
Yes, there's one I was invited to speak as a speaker. I think it was in the one student branch that we have in Nigeria, and that was around 2014. I was YP chairs at that time in Nigeria, and I was there just to talk about how benefit of IEEE and how they can benefit being a young professional. I shared with them some few tips, and they were all excited. And the next thing is, can we have your contact? Can we connect with you and all that? Just students will always be students. And as at then, I was able to give them my contact cards, and we kept in touch. And surprisingly, most of those people are now very, very good volunteers of IEEE, and some of them have crossed over to become senior members.
Before Sima will leave us, can you tell us one of your experience or any STEP event that you attend?
Sure. Actually, I was gonna invite, like here I'm seeing in Costas and some are, like if they want to just come and say something, we can also invite our, just like our IEEE leaders here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, is just like they're sharing good, nice things from the chat. If you're available to join, Costas, we can welcome you here.
Or he is also shy.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We were not aware.
Let's invite Kostas.
Sure, if he's available. Yeah, just want to check.
Kostas is coming to join us.
Is coming?
So let's wait for Boss to join. Oh,
there you are.
It's coming. Accepted and connecting. Let's hope he's able to come. Still, no one is ready to present. So let's hope Kostas is able to join us.
Yeah, all right. That would be nice to hear from Kostas and everyone. Like it's just like encouraging. It's a great opportunity to share your words as well.
Oh, technical problem.
Okay,
my brother is not responding.
Before I leave, then I say, this is like not just from my personal experience, but I would like to say there are a lot of opportunities. As I already said, but think about your personal experiences and try to apply to an affinity group perspective, because we are all facing with the same challenges pretty much in the same level, right? So because when we start sharing our experiences, these STEP events will help you and help people around you. So then, just you can really focus on your own community and your personal experiences. So then, what would be better if you would have from IEEE those years, when you had the transition, if you're having a transition already there.
Oh.
Here is it. Hello, Kostas.
Yes,
Kostas. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
Hi.
Actually, I just came back from exercising, so
you're shining.
Very presentable, but we're family, right?
No problem.
Good.
No, it's important to hear your thoughts. Like that matters.
Nice to see you.
Nice that you're here. So what's your thought on the STEP programs, and what advice do you have for the students and young professionals?
Well, actually, I never attended a STEP program. So I want to be honest with you, but I should try it and attend one in the future. So I cannot give you advice on this.
So guys, whoever is
a very important issue.
Invite Kostas.
So
yeah, whenever you have a STEP program, invite me.
Yeah, they invite you.
I will be very happy to attend it.
Okay.
But that will be nice to hear your thoughts. As I said before, maybe I need to leave in a couple of minutes, but your advices for volunteers who plan the STEP program, like for the student transition, or your advice.
Well, I can tell you something different, let's say. We are trying to introduce a new concept in IEEE, and it's called local groups. Okay, and people with similar interests, they will be able to create such a group. Only 2 IEEE members you need, and the IEEE members and non-members can join, and they can, and the approval is only from the section. So 2 people can join, can make a group, any group they like, as long as within IEEE field of interest. So
Wow.
you could be a COVID-19,
Group.
it could be the drone flying, it could be, I don't know, humanitarian activities, or it could be anything. It could be technical or non-technical. It could be public policy, or anything that has to do with IEEE and the general IEEE, not just the specific. So this is something we are trying to create right now, and hopefully by the end of the year we will have it. And we hope that this will bring a new incentive. We could have, for example, a STEP group, or a pre-education activities group. Nowadays, these things are happening, but are not captured, let's say. They are not really formal. This way we can have a group and we can have a continuation, and the group could have their membership. They could send e-notices to their members. And the other important thing is that they would be able to discover other groups with similar interest in other sections, regions, wherever. So let's say you make a group called drone flying or drones. You can find a similar group somewhere else. And you could have multiple groups within a country. It doesn't have to be one group in Turkey, let's say, for SIMAI. You could have a drone group in Ankara, a drone group in Istanbul or whatever. So this way we want to get closer to members, not and it's driven by the members, by the individual members. They find their interest. It's you only need 2 people and you create your group. That's it.
That's very exciting, and thank you for sharing that with us. We look forward to having that. For me,
I
maybe
just hope it gets approved. Because right now it's going for approval from MGA and technical activities.
Okay.
And we've been working for months now, for almost 1 year to create this. And hopefully in November it will be approved by the MGA board and technical activities board. And we will be able to make the announcements, official announcements.
Thank you,
now
Costas.
I just gave you a preview to get you excited. Okay, I have a question for you. What group would you like to create? Simai, that she's leaving. I want the
I'm about to leave.
Simai. Group or groups? Let's say.
Like if you ask me, like there's so many new
right
initiatives and ideas comes up, so probably there will be more than one groups. Well, probably more than one. It's not just one, but probably several working groups from new initiatives, because we are very creative. When you ask us, like in 10 minutes we can come up with several ideas, and even with the idea of creating.
You can send me an email. You can send me an email.
Okay, yeah, we'll stay in touch. So I need to apologize. I need to leave for now.
There's no problem. I think we are at the top of the hour now, and the next sessions will come now. So thank you, Costas, for joining us. Almadin, you can wrap this up, and the Women Engineering section will come up. All right. Thank you for honoring to join us on the screen.
Thank you, Costas, for stepping in. Thank you, Simai. Thank you, everyone, for joining this. I'm sorry that everyone was so shy. They didn't want to participate actively, but at least I hope that you think about possible STEP events that you are going to organize and invite Costas. Don't forget that. It's really important for us to also think about what will happen after COVID, when we are allowed again to hang out, to gather in person, and have the real life events and experiences. That will be all for us. Next on our schedule is recognition and engagement strategies, hosted by Flavia, young professional global chair. Um, uh, so I believe that right now people can move over there or they will be invited, but that will be all for today from our side. And once again, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest.
Merci. And have a nice day. And we're signing out from here. If you think about the event, send us email. Thank you.